Nicole Loves Nails. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, hi, I'm Nicole. It's nice to meet you. Thank you for clicking on this video. Do consider hitting subscribe. I upload new videos every single week, and I upload a mixture of indie, mainstream, and boutique nail polish brands. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope everyone's having a fantastic week. So today's video I am very excited for because I hunted these down. I have the newest collection from China Glaze. This is their Dippin Dots collaboration. I had such a hard time finding these for sale. So I heard whispers that these were in store at Ulta, but I don't leave my house enough to go check, and I don't know where my closest Ulta is. So I actually ended up finding these on eBay. As far as I know, promotion for these has not yet started. I've never had China Glaze on my channel, and China Glaze is like one of my favorite mainstream brands. So like I'm very excited for these. Plus, they are neons. Yes, finally some neons around here. So yeah, I am very excited for these. So as I mentioned, these, I have not yet seen these for sale at any of the places that I normally shop for China Glaze online. I found them on eBay. I will list the eBay link that I got them from. It seems to be legit. I hope it's legit. So I have 6 polishes to share with you all. As always, down in the description box, I will have links to the China Glaze website, even though you can't buy them there yet. I will have links to their social media pages, my social media pages, as well as a link to my blog post where I host all of my swatch photos. Also down in the description box are timestamps if you don't want to listen to me talk. So yeah, let's just get into this video. So starting off in rainbow order, we have Strawberry Chillin. I do not have official descriptions for these. This is basically a very bright neon pink with some type of like silver glass fleck or maybe like a really fine flake in here. This polish had a really nice formula. It was a little bit on the thicker side, but like just the perfect consistency in my opinion. I prefer my polishes slightly on the thicker side, especially for China Glaze, because when their polishes are thin, they tend to be really runny, and this one was absolutely fantastic. It self-leveled perfectly. I don't know how to color correct videos yet, so I'm sorry that it no longer looks neon now that I brought it outside, but this one is like bright pink. It's absolutely gorgeous. I swatched this one in 2 coats. I think it'll likely be a solid 2-coater. You will want top coat just to give it a nice glossy finish. Next up we have Lemon Ice. Again, no official description, but it is like a highlighter neon yellow that has like a hint of green to it, and then it has that kind of either a large particle shimmer or a really small flake or some type of glass fleck component in it, as was in Strawberry Chillin. So Lemon Ice had a really good formula. It was slightly on the thicker side, but basically what I like for a mainstream brand nail polish. So this one's going to be a 2 to 3 coater depending on personal preference. For the live swatch, I ended up just doing 2 because I felt like you couldn't tell the difference between 2 and 3 anyway. For my swatch photos, I had some nails that were good in 2 coats and some nails that definitely needed that 3rd coat. So I forgot to mention this for the last polish, but the shimmer effect that is in these polishes does make for a more messy cleanup. However, removal is not going to be difficult at all and no issues with staining with this polish. Next up we have Frosty Lime. Frosty Lime is like a neon green with that same kind of shimmer fleck thing as the previous 2 polishes. As you're seeing here, it is a lot more sheer and thin than the previous 2 polishes. This is one where if you want to reach full opacity, you will definitely need to do 3 coats. I also noticed that this one did run down the stem of the brush quite a bit. The other 2 polishes did not have that issue as this one, but like this one is still really beautiful. I do wish that the formulation on this one was more similar to the previous 2 polishes just because I didn't love how thin it was. But it wasn't like bad. And I do want to know, I could see this polish looking very patchy if you go in for very thin coats. Removal will not be overly difficult and no issues with staining. Next up we have Blue Raspberry Ice. I would say this is like a bright medium blue. I'm gonna have some comparisons for this one because I swear I've swatched this recently. So this polish had a fantastic formula. It applied buttery smooth, 0 application issues. It is not quite neon blue, but it is very vibrant. I only needed 2 coats for this one. I kind of messed up the live swatch here. I didn't get enough polish on my brush, plus there's like a piece of my hair in the middle of my nail. So I'm going in for a thicker coat just to fix that up. But for my photos, I did only need 2 coats to make this one perfectly opaque. Speaking of things that I messed up, I forgot to get indoor shots for this before I added the topper. So here is the topper that came with this collection, which I'll have reviews up coming up. So I thought for sure this one was going to be a stainer, but like I did not experience any staining with this polish. I think this was going to be a solid 2 coater. Maybe if you overwork it, you might need a 3rd coat. Next up, we have Arctic Confetti. This was the one that I was most excited for when I saw the sneak peeks on this one. So this polish had a really good formula. The white base was a little bit on the streaky side, which isn't terribly surprising for a white Crelly. You're going to want to build this one up to get the most opacity. There is like a metric ton of glitter in this polish, but it did not feel like thick at all. The glitters all spread very evenly and easily without needing to do any fishing or holding the bottle upside down. So I wanted to stop with this one in 2 coats, but I found that it was just not quite opaque enough for me. It was still just a little bit patchy in 2 coats, so I did use 3 coats. As you're seeing here, the glitters give this a lot of texture. You will definitely want to double up on your top coat. I used a glitter smoothing top coat before going in with my quick dry top coat, and that gave me a perfect glossy smooth finish. And as you were seeing here, the glitters in here are blacklight reactive because they are just like circle neon glitters. Removal for this polish is going to be extremely difficult if you try to scrub it off. I would recommend a peel off base coat or using the soak off method. Sorry for the super close-up, but I just wanted to show that the glitter mix that is in Arctic Confetti is a different glitter mix than what is in Rainbow Ice. When I originally purchased these, I thought that the glitter mix in the topper was going to be the same as the glitter mix in the Crelly, and it is in fact not. So the glitter mix in the Crelly is pretty similar to the glitter mix that is in Point Me to the Party. I believe this was in the My Little Pony collection or one of the summer collections. As you can see, this used to be a clear base, but like the glitters bled really badly. So like the base looks very pink right now, but I just kind of feel like that the glitter mix between these two are very similar. And now we have Rainbow Ice. This polish had a pretty good formula. The base was on the thinner side, so the glitters did have a tendency to sink into the bottle. So you want to give this one a really good shake just to get all of those glitters out on the nail. Didn't want to do like any serious glitter placement, so I was just kind of letting them go where they are. But this is going to be one of those toppers that if you just kind of zhuzh the what are they called? The glitters around with your brush, you're going to get more even coverage than if you just kind of paint it on like you would just like a regular nail polish. I was kind of surprised that I actually really liked how this looked in 3 coats on its own. That's not usually my jam, but I actually really liked it in 3 coats on its own. But it does work well as a topper also, since it is a topper. For the live swatch, I did 2 coats of the polish on its own and then 1 coat over black. I used Heather's Hues Shadow, which is my favorite 1 coat black. And then here the polish is in 3 coats on its own. I don't know, I was really digging it. Even with the bubbles, I was really digging it in 3 coats on its own. The glitters they're pretty thin, so they do not dry down with like a ton of texture on them. For the swatch photos, I only used 1 coat of top coat and that seemed to smooth it out completely for me. Removal is going to be on the more difficult side. You do not want to scrub this one off. I used a peel off base coat and I had no issues. Alrighty, so for this batch of comparisons, on my pointer finger, I have Holo Taco's Board Meeting. On my middle nail, I have Orly's Rinse and Repeat. On my pointer finger is China Glaze Blue Raspberry Ice. And then on my pinky over here, we have China Glaze's Too Busy Being Awesome. Sorry, I had to adjust the lighting a little bit. So the biggest color difference I am seeing is going to be the China Glaze. What is this again? I'm Too Busy Being Awesome. This was from the My Little Pony collection. I am praying this doesn't stain because I feel like I remember it staining and I did not wear any base coat. But the real comparison is going to be between these these fingers here. So I can see a color difference between them all in person. I feel like the orally on my middle nail is coming across a bit brighter on camera than it is in person. I forgot to do cleanup. Hold on. Okay, I feel like that's coming in a little bit better now to see the color differences between the three. There is a color difference. Oh my god, I'm having a hard time remembering which one. So the Dippin dots on my pointer, on my ring finger is the lightest out of the bunch. I feel like all of the colors have different tones. Long story short, they're not dupes, but they are in the same family. Okay, so I found my bottle of It's a Trapeze by China Glaze. It used to be a white glitter crowley, and now it's that monstrosity that you see on my middle nail. Damn! So yeah, I swatched It's a Trapeze and Arctic Confetti both in 2 coats. And I just don't really see much of a point in to keep going in comparison. The glitter is very clearly bled in the base, and now we have this. I feel like this would be a really good color though if I wanted to do some like vomit nail art. So there's that. Although, but to be perfectly honest, paired with the fact that It's a Trapeze had bleeding glitters and that Point Me to the Party had bleeding glitters, I don't have very high hopes that this Glitter Crelly and Arctic Confetti, that this one is not going to have like bleeding glitter down the line. So yeah. Alrighty, and so that is everything. So final thought. I really like, I was so excited for this collection. Like I love neons, and like I love China Glaze. And I was just very excited for this collection. I think I was too excited because I was actually a little bit disappointed by it.
Disappointed!
My first disappointment was I had thought that the glitter that was in the glitter Crelly was going to be the same glitter that was in the glitter topper. The photos that I saw, it wasn't really clear what the glitter mix was. And so when I see that the glitter mix is more similar to China Glaze's Point Me to the was it Party? Point me to something. The glitter mix is more like that, and the fact that I have 2 bottles of this glitter because I liked it that much that I bought it twice. That glitter topper that they released years ago has the glitters in there have bled really badly. I kind of am concerned that this one's gonna bleed too. So yeah, I was disappointed by that too. The other reason why I was disappointed was, I don't know, I think I was just too excited about it. And so like, of course, since they weren't like upper echelon for me, I think that's why I was disappointed. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love the colors, like I love them, they're really pretty. But like, I don't know, I think I was just too excited, and then I got them and I was just like,
disappointed!
Overall, so while I was disappointed in just the collection as a whole, I do still like it. Like, I think it's pretty and I don't regret buying it. I really like the collection. I thought it was really gorgeous and beautiful. I was a little disappointed that Blue Raspberry Ice didn't have the shimmer in it. I just kind of feel like this is kind of similar to some other things that I've seen recently and I've seen from China Glaze. So I kind of wish this had shimmer in it, so at least I can say, hey, it's different, it has shimmer. But obviously my top pick is going to be Arctic Confetti. Like, no duh. Of course I'm going to pick the white glitter Crelly with neon glitter. Alright, so this is such a weird review. Overall, I would still recommend the collection to people. Like, the formulas were all fantastic. There were no issues with them whatsoever. So this is still like a recommendable collection if you don't already own things that are similar to it. Those are my thoughts. I would love to know what everyone else thinks of this collection. If you would like me reviewing China Glaze nail polishes on this channel, please do not forget to hit the like button and leave me a comment to let me know. I have the China Glaze Jurassic Park collection over there. Let me know if you all would like me to swatch that one and get a video up, or is it too late? Has it been out for too long? I don't know. I still wanted to review, but let me know if you all would like to do the review or not. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me babble on and 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 on. And I will see